going to keep this very short and sweet because I'm absolutely starving. But I have to do this. I want to go to the restaurant and sit down and relax. And when I do these codes, I want to share them with people. And I know if I don't do this live right now, I'm going to be thinking about it whilst I'm eating my enchiladas verdes, large orange juice, chocolate cake, perhaps a nice warm drink as well, maybe a chai, maybe a hot chocolate. I don't know. But listen to this. This is going to absolutely blow your mind. And I mean that. I just did my video about Tom Brady and his connections with Pope Benedict and Pope Francis and the Catholic Church and with Satan. Now, I'm going to show you right now. I'm only going to be here 20, 25 minutes. I'm going to show you here why Brighton won, why they got to 42 points, why Solly March scored. I'll tell you why Napoli are winning 3-0. All right. So, much love, Divine. I had my swim, got a nice little workout in. Beautiful day outside. And I've just washed my towels and put them out to dry, baby. So here we go. Let me break this down. I'm going to give a big shout out to Hans as well. Hey, Agent D. Big shout out to an amazing guy called Hans. He posted a code for Napoli's number 9, Osimhen, to score, and he got a brace. They're leading 3-0 with 12 minutes. So I know I've said Napoli and Brighton win. Napoli have won the game. If they concede 3 goals in 10 minutes against Frankfurt, then it'll be almost comical. So, yeah, I got that PMC Chirigo. It's on the website. So I'll go through the Brighton code, and then I'll tell you why Solly Match got the winning goal and why Brighton are now 7th in the league, and he wears number 7. So check this out. Brighton can advance to 42 points with a win. Man United, the Red Devils, advanced to 42 points after beating Crystal Palace on a date written 4-2, the 4th of February. I've noticed Palace are connected to the Beast and obviously to the Royal family with that Palace connection. The Beast reigns for 42 months, as I've been telling you for over 2 years. Brighton can get their 12th win and stay on 6 draws. 1,260 days is 42 months. Palace is 26th game in the league and they can stay on 6 wins, 266. Pope Francis is the 266th Pope. And Solly March, who got the winning goal, his career began in 2013. And that's the year Pope Francis became the Pope. You see how deep this is? How outrageously deep this is. Prince Philip, obviously, was a member of the royal family, connects to Crystal Palace. He died at age 99 on the 99th day of the year. He was 99 minutes played in this game. And that leaves 266 days left in the year. Just beyond a joke. And I was talking about 46 heavily in my Brady and Pope Francis code and Pope Benedict. Brighton got their 46th goal. And I've told you how Catholic gets you 46. Pope Francis was born 1217, the 199th prime, which is the 46th prime. Brady, the 199th pick, retired 46 days after the Pope's birthday. So, Solly March, guys. I gave you all those 42s. Solly March got the winning goal today, 18 weeks and 1 day before his birthday. 181, the 42nd prime. His birthday is the 201st day of the year. The Jesuit order equals 201. Catherine the Great saved 201 Jesuits. Jorge Mario Bergoglio and Gematria equals 201, the full name of Pope Francis. 201, guys. The 201st day of the year is when Tom Brady went to the White House with the books to meet the 46th president of the US, Joe Biden. And Brighton now have 46 goals in the league thanks to Solly March. Solly March, obviously March connects to war. His first name's actually Solomon, which connects to Solomon's temple. His name's not Solly, it's Solomon. That's why Solomon's been banging in the goals for Fulham. So you've got number 7 getting the winning goal for Brighton. And now Brighton are 7th in the league and they stayed on 7 losses. Okay? Can you believe this? Their goal difference is 15 because they've scored 46, conceded 31. Their goal difference is plus 15. And they scored after 15 minutes. So March, after 15 minutes, scores on March the 15th, the winning goal. I catch these things that the average person doesn't catch, or they think it's a funny coincidence. Yes, guys. Solly March just scored the winning goal after 15 minutes on March the 15th, guys. 15th of March, 153. 17th triangular number. 17 is the 7th prime. He wears number 7, the 7th in the league, and they've stayed on 7 losses. It's remarkable. When I use those adjectives, it's not me to boost my ego. I don't need my ego boosting by anybody. It's remarkable what I'm presenting to you. Kobe died 126, 42nd year of his life. I've told you, Brighton now 12 wins, 6 draws, 42 points, 6 draws, 7 losses. Kobe died 67 date numerology. 1 plus 26 plus 20 plus 20, 67. So it is wild, guys. You've got Palace who are in 12th position. Brighton are in 7th position, like 127. 127 is the 31st prime number. They stayed on 31 goals conceded, and they did that 127 days before Solly March's birthday, who got the winning goal. I said Real Madrid would win. Geez, it's tough. Thomas Lockwood's in there. Everyone was going on about Liverpool coming back. I said, I bet Real Madrid beat them to 0, but I'm not confident enough to post. I wanted Liverpool out because they can get the 7th Champions League, and that means now the only team that can do that's Bayern Munich. So, yeah, 6-2 then Real Madrid. Queen Elizabeth coronated in 1953 on 6-2. 1953, the 62nd triangular number. Real Madrid are the kings of Europe. They have the royal family connections. So, yeah, 1-0 made sense if it's finished, that scoreline. Let me double check on Napoli. Yep, still 3-0. So, yeah, they're not always going to do these wild comebacks, guys. I stayed off that Real Madrid game. But I told Thomas Lockwood, if he's in the chat, Real Madrid will win. They'll win the game. And it'll be low scoring. So everyone's going to be like, oh, they're going to come back. They're going to come back. The miracle. No, Klopp ain't winning anything in his 7th season. Said at the beginning of the season, Klopp has a 7-year curse. He finished 7th with Mans in his 7th season. No, he got relegated with Mans in his 7th season. He finished 7th with Dortmund in his 7th season. This is his 7th season with Liverpool, and I said he ain't winning anything. Nothing. They're out of the FA Cup, aren't they? League Cup's done. Out of the Champions League. Can't win the league. They're done. I was right about that as well. 31 in the live, 9 likes. Brady won his last Super Bowl, 31-9, and then retired 319 days before the Pope's birthday. So before I go, I'm going to read out my Napoli code, and I'm going to read out a code that Hans did for the goal scorer, the opening goal scorer. This is my code. Napoli can get their 74th Champions League point and do that on the 74th day of the year. Lucifer equals 74. Napoli can get their 7th Champions League win of the season and give Frankfurt their 4th loss, like 74. This is Napoli's 10th appearance in the Champions League, and they can get their 29th Champions League win and their 29th win in all competitions this season. 29 is the 10th prime. Satan equals 10. That's why Kai Havertz wears number 29, and he got the winning goal in the Champions League final for Chelsea in a 1-0 win. Learn the code, guys. Frankfurt will end the Champions League campaign with 10 points. They did, unless something ridiculous happens. There's 4 minutes left. They're down 3-0. Napoli Stadium is named after number 10, Diego Maradona. I had Napoli to win Serie A before the season began. They're going to win it. Napoli can become 7-0-1 in this season's Champions League. 7-0-1's the 126th prime. The same day I said Brighton would get their 12th win and stay on 6 draws. Kobe died on 126, and guess where he grew up? Italy. 1,260 days is 42 months. The beast reigns for 42 months. Have you not noticed, guys, my codes are so consistent? It's the same numbers that I share every day that keep hitting. Napoli can get 89th point in all competitions and stay on 2 draws and 4 losses. 89 is the 24th prime, Kobe's jersey number. Frankfurt can leave the competition with a 3-1-4 record. Guys, I just did a video about pi. 314 is pi. I did a video yesterday about pi. I'm synced with this universe. I am. 314 is the 73rd day of the year. Napoli's coach was born on a date that can be written 7-3. 7th of March. 73 is the 21st prime, and Napoli can get their 21st point in the Champions League this season. That's why I told you Brady would go 7-3 in Super Bowls, the 21st year of the 21st century, and I said he'd retire on 2-1, which he did. They last met, Frankfurt and Napoli, on a day leaving 313 days left in the year. Frankfurt dropped to 3-1-3 in this season's Champions League against Napoli in their last game, in the first leg, where Napoli won 2-0. Remember, Kobe died in 2020. He played 20 seasons in the NBA and 20,000 people attended his memorial. They last met 3 weeks and 1 day ago, and if Napoli win, the teams will have a combined 31 points. 21 plus 10 is 31. So this whole code synced up with the Brighton code as well. Synced up. And I've showed you that. I've showed you Tom Brady connects with the Popes. Doesn't make sense to the average person, does it? What's a footballer got to do with the Pope? Well, I'll show you with the code. They all connect to Revelation. And when you understand Revelation, you can code the universe. Maybe not incredible. Not everyone can code like I do, but people are getting better every day. This was Hans's code. Victor Osimhen is a Nigerian footballer, and he will play his 74th game for Napoli on the 74th day of the year. I've told you this was Napoli's 74th game in the Champions League. He can score his 44th goal for Napoli. He scored on his debut 10/17/2020, which is the 291st day of the year. Today is a date that leaves 291 days left in the year. Mahamadou Buhari is the president of Nigeria. He became the president a span of 7 years and 291 days ago. Muhammad Adu was born a span of 80 years and 89 days ago. Queen Elizabeth died on a date that can be written 8-9. I just told you Napoli got the 89th point in all competitions. Well, again, they've won. They've surely won. Queen's most recent birth is a span of exactly 47 weeks ago. Today's the 74th day of the year. The upcoming anniversary of the Illuminati being founded is in 47 days. 74 and 47 are reflections of each other. Remember, the Independence Day in the US is the 7th of July or the 4th of July, 7447. He scored his debut Napoli goal the span of exactly 880 days ago. Victor Osimhen currently has 87 goals in professional football in 179 games, which means he can get his 88th goal in his 180th match, span of 880 days after his debut Napoli goal. So it turns out he got his 88th and 89th goals. All right. And this code was all about 88 and 89 and 74. So again, the knowledge being shared on my website is unheard of. It's unheard of. And I don't need the cheap plug of my website. I'm more than comfortable financially. But for you guys, man, it's wild what I share. You learn more on my website you've ever learned at university, school, from your parents. Trust me. Klopp pretending to be angry. Yeah, once you see through the whole joke of it all, you see it's all a show. All right? So, yeah, Real Madrid winning is no shock. But everyone was going on about Liverpool, so I didn't post the Real Madrid stuff. I thought Napoli looks amazing. Brighton looks really good. I'm just going to watch this Real Madrid-Liverpool score play out. And it's 1-0, just like the Champions League final between them was 1-0. Unless, again, I don't know if the score's changed. But the 6-2, remember England's opening game at the World Cup? They won 6-2 against Iran. Yeah. So, how you doing, my brother Svali? Hey, Teresa from Louisiana. How you doing? Yeah, I do. It's not just me sharing the codes. All my codes is through the Holy Spirit. All right? All my codes through the Holy Spirit. Everything that I do, everything I reveal is thanks to God. But it ain't just me posting codes. There's some exceptional coders. And the beautiful thing is they code in my style, but they add their own little things. They add their own little things to it, but they code in my style, which is great because my style is successful. But I like that people add their own little things. They don't copy exactly as I do it, but they're inspired by me. That's what it should be. You should be inspired by people you're learning from. And I learn every day from people on that website. It's not just them learning from me. There's only one Adam Edwards walking along, singing a song, walking with the Bible in his hand. In regards to Zach, no interest in talking about Zach. No interest. Way beyond talking about Zach Hubbard. So, no interest. Hi, bro, wave. Get the pen out more often and advance the art. Yeah, I'm working on my book, aren't I? I'm about to leave because I'm so hungry. I haven't ate, and it's, oh my word, it's 2:51. Queen Elizabeth died the 251st day of the year. It's 2:51, 54th prime. This knowledge is the same feeling experience as when you run across hacking, root, and jailbreaking knowledge. It is. I think with this knowledge done in the right way, shared in the right way for the right reasons, without the ego, without just the obsession of money and the gambling, and you bring it all together through the joy of coding the universe. It's sacred. It's sacred. This knowledge cannot be found anywhere else, guys. Like I've told you, with university, college, school, your parents, you ain't learning this stuff. And it baffles me how many things I've revealed. And there'll still be people that say, oh, you said Napoli would win, you said Brighton would win, big deal. Again, they don't get why I do it. They don't get why I do it. So, Solly march like the army. World War III is on its way, but don't let it concern you. All right? Solly march. 7 goals, 4 assists in the Premier League this season. On the 74th day of the year. So they're bigging up this Solly match, talking about the fact that he's one of the most informed players, and he might get called up to England. I bet he gets called up for England because he's connected to war. I bet he gets called up. I bet he gets an England call up. Solomon Benjamin March. Watch him play for England. Watch him play for England, guys. So, oh my word, my stomach's... Wait. VAR's checking for a penalty for Real Madrid. Klopp is smiling. Like, why do they have to go to VAR now and really check it? Just don't give it. The game's over. Blow the whistle. Common sense. It's 6-2. There's a minute left, and they're going to VAR. Just guys, if you're watching the game, turn it off. As soon as Real Madrid scored, turn it off. If you still want to watch these games, it's done. Don't watch them anymore, guys. It's cringeworthy when you learn this knowledge and you see the energy you give in these demons. They're demons. Start seeing these players and coaches now. Just see them as demons, not as human beings. Demons. You're watching demons. You're giving your energy to demons by worshipping them. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing by watching the games. You can code them. You can do... I code them and learn and teach people. I ain't watching them as a fanboy. I've talked so many people out of not watching sports now and not betting. It's baffling. Even though they know my hit rate is unheard of, 80-odd% every month, they still don't want to bet. Because you get to a certain stage in your life where you're like, I just want to learn. I want to get close to God. I want to learn. I want to share this knowledge. And that becomes your passion. Not winning an extra 50 quid, 100 quid. If you win all that, great. It's nice. It's nice. There's no doubt about it. It's nice to see your bank balance go up. There's no doubt about that. In the world, you can't argue with that, seeing money come into your account, especially when it's through where you're not really working. You're just placing some bet. But come on. This is deep, guys. No, I have to go, Brian. I'm starving. So, yeah, they gave no penalty and they probably built it up for minutes. Why? So, yeah, 1-0. No shock. Thomas Lockwood, if you're in the live, tell people I said Real Madrid would win. That's one tiny, tiny issue with what I do. The amount of picks that I call on WhatsApp to friends and don't post it because I don't like to overdo it. I don't like putting 4 or 5 games. But, yeah, I said Real Madrid. No shock. And I think I told him 1-0. I definitely said they'd win 2-0. because loads of people are going to hammer both teams to score. They're going to do that, both teams to score, and expect loads of goals like the first leg. The only reason that first leg was 5-2 is because it was the 52nd day of the year, and Queen Elizabeth became the Queen in 52. She was coronated on 6-2. In 1953, the 62nd triangular number, that's why it finished 6-2 over the aggregate. That's why. Not because Ancelotti is a better coach than Klopp, or because of injuries, or because of a bad decision. It's because of the code. Brighton won 1-0 because of the code. Napoli won 3-0 because of the code. Real Madrid just won 1-0 because of the code. That's it. It ain't rigged. It's not about it being rigged by man. It's the code. It's the universal code. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. It's the code, which we've accepted. All right? In the sense of the Premier League, we're not aware of the code, so we've just accepted it's just guys who are the best players in the world playing football, and the scoreline's the scoreline. Because I'm not even sure these players know the code. If Solly March knew, they do. Satan mocks the Bible. Satan mocks Christ every day. It ain't these players, I don't think, that are intentionally going out of the way to mock Christ. They're possessed, or they're demons. The 33.3% angels that were cast out of heaven, they could be your top stars that keep reincarnating into different bodies. All right? Very possible. Very possible. Yes. Yeah, man is being used by God and by the devil. So, hating on man is very easy to do. When you understand Satan and his motives and who he is and what he stands for, you start seeing all of this as Satan versus God, not Solly March versus Patrick Vieira or Ronaldo against Messi. You start seeing it's God versus Satan. So, yeah, God does not mock his Bible. Yeah, that's true. But a lot of the code that's playing out connects to the Bible, mate. Why do you think the final verse of the Bible is Revelation 22:21, the 331st prime? Damar Hamlin, this is where the devil mocked God. Damar Hamlin wore number 3, which he wears now, and before that he wore 331. Revelation 22:21, final verse of the Bible, is the 331st prime. Okay? But Revelation, everything's God, Coca-Cola. So when you talk about how it's Satan who's mocking the Bible, it still all comes back to God. God's omnipresent. Everything comes back to God, including what the devil does. That's what you have to understand. That's what you have to understand. You have to give all glory to God and stop obsessing over the devil. And I did that for a while. I was obsessing over the devil and always calling out Satan, but I wasn't preaching the Lord. I wasn't preaching God. I was just exposing the devil. Now it's all God. And when I do expose the devil, I still connect it to God, because God created Satan. All right? And God's going to cast him in the lake of fire like he cast him out of heaven. Right, I'm super hungry. Yeah, I got out of England and LA at the right time. I always seem to leave things at the right time. And I'm about to leave this live stream at the right time. 25 minutes, perfect. Share this video if you can. I'm really hungry. I'm going to enjoy this. So, yeah. Enchiladas, guys. My stomach is growling. And then I have to get back and teach English, man. It's relentless, the life of the illusion. Baby. Right, I'm leaving. 42 in the live. Hit that like before I go, guys. Hit that like before I go, you know what I mean? Give it a cheeky like. I went for a really good swim, guys. It was such a good swim. But yeah, wow. Solly March. winning goal, 18 weeks and 1 day before his birthday, 42nd prime to get Brighton to 42 points. Finishes 1-0, Satan gets you 10, just like Real Madrid just won 1-0. And that Benzema, look at the codes I've done on him about the number 42. Look at the codes I've done about Benzema, number 42, and why he won that Ballon d'Or. Guys, Benzema's not even a decent player. Watch him play. He ain't great, just like Harry Kane, but he's possessed. Not with talent from God. He's possessed by a demon. All right? I see through them because I can play football through the gift that God's given me. There's no demons involved. I ain't no invert. I ain't part of a secret society. All right? The talent I have is through God. The talent they have is through the devil. All right? And they're working for the devil, but the devil loses. I don't care how many Champions Leagues or World Cups these players have won, how many bullshit trophies they've won. They're working for the devil. And I hope they repent. I hope they see that. And I hope they find God. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Woo!